Welcome to the deep dive, where we sift through the information overload to bring you the crucial insights. Today, we're embarking on a fascinating deep dive into a country that's clearly charting a strategic course for industrial growth, Kenya.
Hmm.
We've pored over detailed trade data, explored, well, a groundbreaking blueprint for a unique manufacturing school, and analyzed the power of regional economic blocs. All of it really paints a picture of a nation with a clear vision for self-sufficiency and economic synergy.
Exactly. Our mission today is to truly unpack Kenya's ambitious plans, focusing on critical sectors like plastics and cleaning products.
Right.
We'll understand its evolving role in regional trade and delve into an innovative educational project designed to build a skilled workforce right from the ground up. We'll even draw some, compelling parallels from historical industrialization efforts to see what profound lessons might apply to Kenya's journey.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Our sources include extensive foreign trade data for plastics and plastic articles,
Product 39.
and also for SERPs, detergents, and other cleaning preparations.
Product 34.
Right. Covering Kenya, the broader African region, and the world from 2013 to 2023. We also have a detailed business plan for Kenya's manufacturing school for plastic products and cleaning products, comprehensive info on major regional trade agreements like AfCFTA, COMESA, and EAC, and a compelling research report on the cleaning products industry's incredible economic synergy. To cap it off, we've got a historical case study of Turkey's first 5-year industrial plan, offering some powerful historical context.
Yeah, a lot to dig into.
Definitely. Let's start with the big picture, Kenya's current trade situation in these two crucial product categories. When we look at the data from 2013 to 2023 for plastics and plastic articles, Kenya's exports generally hovered between, $110 million and $170 million.
Around that mark, yes. But the imports, that's where you see the real story.
Yeah, significantly higher, ranging from about $660 million to nearly $1 billion annually. That's a pretty stark imbalance.
It truly is. What's particularly revealing here is Kenya's import-export coverage ratio for plastics.
Okay, explain that a bit.
Well, this ratio essentially tells us how much of what a country buys from abroad in a sector is covered by what it sells back. For plastics, Kenya's ratio has been consistently low, usually between, say, 14% and 25% over the last decade.
Wow.
Which means Kenya imports roughly 4 to 7 times more plastic than it exports.
4 to 7 times.
Yeah. In 2023 alone, Kenya imported over $800 million worth of plastics, while only exporting about $155 million. That translates to a staggering trade deficit of over $650 million for plastics alone.
$650 million just in plastic.
Just in plastics. Imagine Kenya buying nearly 5 times more plastic than it sells. That's a substantial drain on national capital, money that could otherwise be invested right at home.
A $650 million deficit in plastics is, staggering. What are the ripple effects of such a large outflow of capital on Kenya's long-term economic stability or its ability to invest in other areas?
Well, those ripple effects are significant. A persistent deficit like that means Kenya is essentially exporting jobs and wealth.
Right.
Instead of local manufacturers producing these goods, the money goes abroad. That limits domestic job creation, it hinders the growth of local industries, and reduces the country's overall economic resilience. It also highlights a vulnerability to global supply chain disruptions and currency fluctuations.
Okay.
So addressing this isn't just about balancing books, it's really about building a stronger, more independent economy.
I see. So if plastics show such a heavy import reliance, does this pattern hold true across other consumer goods as well? Like, what about cleaning products?
It's an interesting contrast, actually. For cleaning products like soaps and detergents, 2023 shows a different picture. Kenya imported about $73 million worth of these products,
Okay.
while exporting over $150 million.
So more exports than imports.
Exactly. That's a positive import-export coverage ratio of around 207%, meaning it sells more than twice what it buys in this specific category.
So on cleaning products, Kenya is a net exporter, which is positive. But if we pull back to the bigger picture for all products, what does that overall trade balance look like? Still a deficit.
A crucial point, and yes, still a very significant deficit. While cleaning products offer a bright spot, the overall picture for all products still presents a substantial challenge.
Sure.
In 2023, Kenya's total exports were about $7.2 billion, compared to total imports of roughly $18.7 billion.
$18.7 billion.
Yeah, that's an enormous current account deficit of over $11 billion.
Oh, $11 billion.
And an overall import-export coverage ratio of only about 38%.
38%, okay.
So despite some success stories like cleaning products, the broader challenge of import dependency, It's huge.
Yeah.
And the need to bolster local production across many sectors to reduce these deficits and create domestic economic opportunities remains, well, a top priority.
So if reducing this import dependency is critical, how does Kenya envision doing it? Crucially, Kenya isn't working in isolation. It's deeply integrated into powerful regional trade blocs, which, offer a massive market opportunity for local production. Let's talk about the African Continental Free Trade Area, AfCFTA.
AfCFTA is arguably the most ambitious economic project on the continent. I mean, really.
Yeah.
It aims to create the world's largest free trade area, bringing together 54 African Union members into a single market of over 1.4 billion people with a collective GDP of $3.4 trillion.
1.4 billion people.
Its core goals are to eliminate tariffs on 90% of goods, reduce non-tariff barriers, and significantly facilitate the movement of services and people. The World Bank projects that full implementation could lift 30 million people out of extreme poverty
3 million.
and dramatically increase intra-African exports by over 80% by 2035, with manufacturing seeing the biggest boost. The sheer scale of this potential is truly remarkable.
The scale is indeed remarkable. How does Kenya specifically position itself to truly capitalize on an opportunity of this magnitude within these sectors we're talking about? Plastics and cleaning stuff.
Well, that's where the regional import numbers become truly compelling. In 2023, AfCFTA countries collectively imported over $26 billion in plastic products
26 billion.
and roughly $3.5 billion in cleaning products. That's a total of nearly $30 billion in demand within the continent.
30 billion just within Africa for these two things.
Exactly. This isn't just a huge market. It's a domestic gold mine within Africa, potentially. It means there's an immense opportunity for Kenya to sort of redirect that wealth inward, supplying its neighbors with products currently sourced from outside the continent.
Right. And beyond the continent-wide AfCFTA, Kenya is also a key player in two other significant regional blocs, COMESA and the EAC. What kind of market potential do these closer-knit communities represent?
Absolutely. They're also very important. The Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, comprises 21 member countries, a population exceeding 600 million, and a GDP of approximately $1 trillion.
Okay.
In 2023, COMESA countries imported over $11.7 billion in plastic products and nearly $1.4 billion in cleaning products.
Still huge numbers.
Then we have the East African Community, or EAC, where Kenya plays a central role. It currently includes 8 countries and is even aiming for a full political federation down the line.
Right, that's ambitious.
It is. In 2023, EAC countries imported over $3.1 billion in plastic products and more than $500 million in cleaning products. These figures powerfully highlight vast internal market opportunities for local producers within Africa, rather than relying on external, often distant trade partners.
It's easy to look at billions in trade and think, wow, but it's important to remember these aren't just abstract numbers. They represent millions of individual transactions, countless households, and potentially, local entrepreneurs now meeting those needs.
Precisely.
And here's where it gets really interesting, I think. Our sources delve into why the cleaning products industry, in particular, is considered an economic synergy engine.
Yes.
It's not just about making soap. It's about building an entire interconnected industrial ecosystem.
This research report makes a truly compelling case for what you might call phased industrialization. Cleaning products are foundational consumer staples.
Everyone needs them.
Exactly, meaning there's constant resilient demand.
Yeah.
But their production chain directly feeds and develops several other crucial industries in a ripple effect.
Okay, like what?
For instance, the chemical industry. It provides essential inputs like surfactants, enzymes, fragrances. This demand then drives local R&D into new, often greener chemical innovations.
Right, developing local chemical expertise.
Then there's the plastic sector, which is absolutely essential for all the packaging, think bottles, caps, spro triggers. This demand fuels innovation in processes like blow molding and injection molding, encourages the development of new polymers, and pushes for lighter, more sustainable packaging designs.
So if you're making a bottle for detergent, you're not just creating that one product, you're boosting the entire plastics manufacturing capability for potentially many other goods.
Precisely. And that naturally flows into the machine, mold, and automation industry. You need specialized machines to produce those plastic packages and then to fill and seal the cleaning products.
Okay.
This requires high-precision CNC machines for mold production, boosting the metalworking and software sectors domestically.
So high-tech machinery comes into it too.
Definitely. Beyond that, there's a constant need for R&D and innovation for new formulations, eco-friendly solutions, fostering vital collaboration between local firms, universities, and research institutes.
Right.
And finally, with the increased plastic usage, it inherently emphasizes the need for a robust recycling and circular economy infrastructure and the development of more recyclable packaging options, closing the loop.
Wow. So by strategically focusing on cleaning products, Kenya isn't just making a basic necessity, it's ingeniously stimulating growth across a wide spectrum of interconnected industries. It's like building out its industrial base step by step.
That's exactly the idea.
It sounds like a far more intricate and intelligent strategy than simply focusing on one product. What's the biggest hurdle, though, to getting such a complex, interconnected industrial plan off the ground in practice?
That's a crucial question.
Hmm.
And arguably, one of the primary hurdles is ensuring the skilled workforce is available to staff these new and expanding industries.
The people, right.
Exactly. Without local expertise, even the most brilliant industrial roadmap can stall. This is where education and vocational training become absolutely paramount. As one of our sources articulates, if cleaning products are chosen as the core sector, then plastic products and plastic recycling, then CNC and other iron processing industries can be chosen.
Mm-hmm.
If the production of end consumer products like established cleaning products is ensured, industrialization will begin step by step as various industrial branches develop themselves. It really highlights that human capital is the true synergy motor catalyst.
That brings us directly to a concrete, hands-on solution they're trying. With this strategic understanding, Kenya has launched a specific, tangible project, the Manufacturing School for Plastic Products and Cleaning Products.
Yes,
This isn't just theory, it's direct action to address that critical skills gap.
absolutely. This project is a technical knowledge transfer education program meticulously designed to train entrepreneurs and skilled labor in the manufacturing and sale of plastic and cleaning products.
So both sides of it.
Both sides. Students receive comprehensive theoretical training, hands-on practical production experience by actually making products,
Right, learning by doing.
and even field experience in sales. It's truly an end-to-end approach, preparing individuals not just to work, but maybe to innovate and lead.
And the financing model for the school is quite ingenious. It's intended to come from the sale of the products the students themselves produce.
It is.
That's a self-sustaining system right from the start.
It is, which underscores its practicality and, its vision for long-term viability. The curriculum is incredibly comprehensive and focused. On the cleaning product side, it covers 11 types, including surface cleaners, bleach, dish detergent, fabric softeners.
Okay, the common stuff.
Yeah. For plastics, the training is equally detailed, encompassing plastic recycling, injection manufacturing, blow molding manufacturing, extrusion training, even specific modules for making plastic caps and various sized jerry cans used for storage.
So really specific skills.
Very specific. This specificity ensures graduates are, hopefully, immediately employable or can start their own thing, entrepreneurial.
That's incredibly granular. So how quickly are they looking to see tangible results from this project? What are the short and medium-term goals?
The goals are clearly phased. In the short term, within the first 3 months, they aim to establish the facility, identify potential trainers and entrepreneurs, set up a professional counseling department, and prepare the initial workshop on cleaning products.
Getting the groundwork done.
Exactly. The medium-term goals, spanning the second and third quarters, are even more ambitious. They involve selecting around 30 candidates, a mix of sector managers, trainers, entrepreneurs, workers,
A diverse group.
and providing them with theoretical and practical training for 6 products. Following this, sales and promotion efforts will kick off, and successful candidates will receive vocational qualification certificates. The ultimate aim is to empower these students to either launch their own businesses or become highly skilled workers, fostering a dynamic entrepreneurial culture from the ground up.
This whole approach, with its focus on import substitution, specific industrial sectors, state-led development, it kind of reminds you of earlier industrialization efforts around the world, doesn't it?
Really does.
Our sources actually offer a very relevant historical parallel. Turkey's first 5-year industrial plan from 1934 to 1938.
It's a truly crucial comparison, I think. Emerging from the aftermath of WWI and grappling with the Great Depression, Turkey adopted a bold, state-led industrialization strategy.
Right.
It was fundamentally driven by the powerful principle that National sovereignty must be strengthened by economic sovereignty.
Economic sovereignty.
Yeah, the plan consciously focused on import substitution for basic necessities like textiles, mining, paper, ceramics, chemicals, essentially building robust domestic capabilities to meet local demand rather than relying on costly imports.
And the principles of Turkey's plan are remarkably resonant with what Kenya seems to be attempting now.
Yeah.
Prioritizing industries that can use local raw materials, that need significant capital investment and advanced tech, and that can produce enough to meet domestic consumption.
Absolutely. It mirrors Kenya's current goals quite closely. And the plan was highly successful back then. It established 23 factories, including major textile mills, the nation's first paper factory, eventually the iconic Karabük Iron and Steel Works.
Wow.
It also led to the creation of key institutions like Bank, which acted as an industrial movement headquarters, and Bank for mining, providing vital financial and organizational support.
So, state-backed institutions driving it.
Very much so. This period saw a significant increase in Turkey's per capita income and a remarkable shift from trade deficits to surpluses between 1930 and 1937. It powerfully demonstrates how focused strategic industrialization, even in challenging global economic conditions, can fundamentally transform a nation.
Our sources also highlight a contemporary perspective on industrialization, noting that, many developing countries face immense challenges competing with global manufacturing giants.
Like China, for instance.
Exactly. Whose systematic production and aggressive trade practices are often observed impacting African markets, like Mombasa Port in Kenya. This emphasizes the critical need for strategic approaches, like maybe supporting the industrialization of customer countries, rather than just trying to compete head-on on price. It's a reminder that global trade isn't always a level playing field.
No, it certainly isn't. Clever strategies are essential. And this brings us back perfectly to Kenya's broader national development strategy, Vision 2030.
Right, Vision 2030.
This ambitious framework aims to transform Kenya into a newly industrialized middle-income country by 2030. Key objectives include achieving sustainable economic growth, creating vital jobs, especially for the burgeoning youth population.
Which is a big issue.
A huge issue. Enhancing competitiveness, investing in robust infrastructure, and vigorously promoting innovation and local production.
And it's clear how directly the manufacturing school aligns with these goals, particularly the focus on job creation for young people, which our sources note is a significant challenge in Kenya, with persistently high youth unemployment despite overall economic growth.
Precisely. Kenya's Technical and Vocational Education and Training, or TVET, institutions like the National Polytechnics and technical colleges are absolutely vital in equipping young people with practical skills. The manufacturing school is a highly specialized extension of this broader TVET effort. It directly tackles that skill gap and fosters entrepreneurship in these high-demand sectors, empowering individuals not just to find jobs, but perhaps to create their own opportunities and significantly contribute to that Vision 2030. It's about building capability, one skilled individual at a time.
What a deep dive into Kenya's ambitious plans. From the stark realities of significant trade deficits to the visionary goal of nurturing local talent and industry. It's clear that countries are looking for strategic, step-by-step approaches to achieving true economic independence.
The powerful parallels with Turkey's historical industrialization and the ingenious economic synergy inherent in sectors like cleaning products truly illustrate how a focused approach, coupled with robust vocational training and savvy regional trade integration, can lay an incredibly strong foundation for significant, sustainable growth.
So, as Kenya works diligently to reduce its reliance on imports and empower its youth through initiatives like this innovative manufacturing school, you can clearly see a deliberate and multifaceted strategy at play. It's about building a resilient and self-sufficient economy, one crucial step, and one trained entrepreneur at a time.
Exactly. And this leaves us with a provocative thought for you, the listener, to consider. If strategic industrialization, starting with basic consumer goods and fostering a skilled local workforce, can unlock such multi-layered economic benefits, what other seemingly simple, everyday industries might hold similar synergy motor potential for nations striving for economic transformation around the world?